Israel just made one of the most catastrophic military blunders in modern history, and the consequences are already sending shockwaves through Washington. A single unexploded bomb has now exposed some of America's most closely guarded military secrets. And the nation celebrating? Iran. Last month, Israel launched a precision strike in Lebanon targeting senior Hezbollah commander Haytham Ali Tabatabai. The mission used America's advanced GBU-39B small-diameter bomb, a weapon designed to hit targets with surgical precision. But something went terribly wrong. One of those bombs failed to detonate, and what happened next has left the Pentagon absolutely furious. Within minutes of the failed strike, Hezbollah operatives were on the scene. They didn't panic, they didn't run. They executed what intelligence experts are calling a textbook recovery operation. First, they photographed every inch of the unexploded bomb. Then they carefully defused it. Next, they methodically extracted the electronic components, the guidance systems, and the penetration technology. And finally, they packaged everything and shipped it directly to Tehran. The entire operation took less than 24 hours. By the time Washington realized what had happened, Iran's top engineers were already examining America's precision strike technology under laboratory conditions. U.S. officials immediately demanded Lebanon hand over the bomb components, but Lebanon refused. Sources say Lebanese officials accused America of wanting the technology back so it could, quote, kill more people. The irony was not lost on anyone in the region. The GBU-39B is not just any bomb. It's one of America's most sophisticated weapon systems. Weighing only 250 pounds, it can glide over 100 kilometers to its target using advanced GPS and inertial navigation. Its diamond-shaped titanium nose can penetrate 3 feet of steel-reinforced concrete before detonating. This is the weapon America uses when it absolutely needs a target destroyed with minimal collateral damage. And now Iran has it. Not just photographs, not just fragments, the actual guidance electronics, the fusing mechanisms, the penetration technology, everything that makes this weapon so deadly is now being studied by Iranian engineers who have spent decades trying to acquire exactly this kind of technology. But here's where the story gets even worse for Washington. The GBU-39B wasn't the only American bomb that failed. During the June attacks on Iranian nuclear facilities, U.S. warplanes deployed the massive GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator. This is a 13-ton monster specifically designed to destroy underground bunkers buried deep beneath mountains. Reports now indicate that at least one of these bombs also failed to detonate and ended up in Iranian hands. The GBU-57 is America's ultimate bunker buster. It can penetrate over 60 meters of earth or 8 meters of reinforced concrete before exploding. It's the weapon America has been saving to destroy Iran's deepest nuclear facilities. And now Tehran has access to its design. Iranian engineers aren't just studying these weapons, they're already using the technology to upgrade their own arsenal. Intelligence sources report that Iran has designed a new warhead for its Fatah hypersonic missile, directly inspired by the GBU-57's penetration technology. Another version is reportedly in development for the Khorramshahr-4, one of Iran's most powerful ballistic missiles. The early results are already impressive. Reports suggest Iran's new warhead can penetrate 20 meters of reinforced concrete. That's less than the American version, but it's a massive leap forward for Iran's strike capabilities. Targets that were previously considered safe, deep bunkers, underground facilities, hardened command centers, are now vulnerable to Iranian missiles. And while the GBU-57 is too large for practical Iranian use, the smaller GBU-39B is far more valuable. Its guidance and penetration technology can be adapted to dozens of different Iranian weapon systems. This single unexploded bomb may end up improving an entire generation of Iranian missiles. Washington is in full damage control mode. Pentagon officials have described the situation as extremely sensitive. Sources say the intelligence community is conducting an urgent assessment of exactly what Iran may have learned from the captured weapons. The fear is that decades of research and billions of dollars in development have just been handed to America's primary adversary in the Middle East. Even partial access to this technology is a nightmare scenario. The guidance systems alone could help Iran improve the accuracy of its ballistic missiles by orders of magnitude. The penetration technology could make Iranian missiles far more lethal against hardened targets. And the fusing mechanisms could help Tehran develop more reliable warheads. U.S. officials are reportedly furious with Israel. What was supposed to be a precision strike has turned into one of the biggest intelligence disasters in years. The weapons America provided to protect Israel have instead exposed expose secrets Washington has guarded for decades. This is not just about technology. This is about the balance of power in the Middle East. For years, America and Israel have relied on their overwhelming technological superiority to dominate the region. That advantage just got smaller. Iran's missile program was already making rapid advances. Now it has access to some of America's most sophisticated weapons technology. The timing could not be worse for Washington. Tensions with Iran remain high. The nuclear negotiations are stalled. And now Tehran has new leverage. Why negotiate when you're making breakthrough advances in your weapons program? For Iran and its allies, this is a moment of celebration. What Israel and America meant for destruction has instead become a gift. The unexploded bombs of yesterday are becoming the advanced missiles of tomorrow, and the Pentagon can only watch as its secrets are reverse engineered in Tehran's laboratories. This is what happens when arrogance meets incompetence. Israel struck, expecting easy victory. Instead, it handed Iran one of the biggest intelligence wins in decades. The balance of power in the Middle East may never be the same.